Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule. Stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Saturday, October 9th, 2021. It would have been my mother's 82nd birthday. Of course, we lost her back in March. And I was very lucky to have her as long as I did. Right now in Jacksonville, Florida, it is 83 degrees Fahrenheit, 67% humidity, makes it feel about 6 degrees hotter, so 89. That would be 28 degrees Celsius. These windows back up. I just came out of Sam's Club. I stopped and got gas and refigured my fuel mileage, and using accurate mileage, I got terrible gas mileage. Imagine that. Alright, not terrible. I got 17.3 miles per gallon. So that's not terrible, but it's definitely not good. But what you gonna do, right? Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. Luckily, Sam's gas is $2.91 today. Yesterday it was $2.99. $2.91 today. Most stations in the area are at $3.15 or more. So that's a pretty big difference. Let's see, did I mention it's like 5:15 in the evening? Rather nice day, actually, all things considered, although it is a little bit warm. So after I got gas, I went over to see what Sam's Club had to offer for me inside, knowing full well that box stores have large, like you can't buy a small amount of stuff. I ended up buying a case of ginger ale for just under $8, just over $7. I don't remember, $7.48, $7.38. That's not bad. It's not great. I get similar deals at, well, right here at Winn-Dixie. I can usually buy two 12 packs for like $11 and get a third one free. So really, people? So yeah, I mean, it's a decent price. I went ahead and picked up a 24 pack. I also picked up a 6-pack of Hormel chili with beans, because I like Hormel chili with beans. And I realized the other night that my pantry was looking rather weak in that department, as in none. So again, 6 cans, just under $10. I think they run in about $1.30 a can, at a lot of the stores. So it's a little bit of a savings. But if you get them on sale, you know, Winn-Dixie often has a buy one get one free, or a buy two get one free. That's when I usually stock up. So it's generally better that way. Ground meat if I was looking for ground meat, I've still got quite a bit in the freezer I need to use up. It's not bad. If you buy 5 pounds, it's $4 a pound. Excuse me. But that's a big package of meat. I couldn't eat it all before it went freezer burned. In fact, I'm not sure how much of what I've got in the freezer now isn't going to be freezer burned. I'll end up using it in chili or something, but yeah, so you know, the other things like you know, giant boxes of crackers and giant boxes of cookies, I don't need that in my house. I don't need that in me, so I don't need it in my house. Because if it was in my house, it would be in me. I know me. I would sit down with a box of Oreo cookies. I keep telling myself, just one more. Just one more. And before you know it, I've eaten 5 pounds of cookies. Ask me how I know. Yeah, I mean, if you've got a family, I can understand it. You know, like, they're fairly decent deals. I may go ahead and buy some of the, like, multi-packs of black beans and pinto beans. That kind of stuff. Because they're more or less normal size cans. And, like, 4 or 6 packs are a decent price, and they can sit on the shelf for a while. I do use them. I just need to go home and double check and see what I actually have on the shelf. I think I've got a couple of black beans, a couple of pintos, a couple of navy, and then I'm pretty sure I've got all of those, as well as kidney beans in dried beans. So a couple of other things like honey. They had an even larger bottle of the honey that I normally buy. I think it was like 3 pounds for about the price of what I get, or what I pay for the 2 pounds at the regular Walmart, which is the only other place I can actually find it. And it wasn't there the last time I went, so I ended up getting 2 1-pound bottles of a similar brand. Excuse me. Local Florida honey, anyway. So, like, there's things that I will go back for. Peanut butter, the big double pack of peanut butter that I get was almost $2 cheaper. So, if nothing else, I'll go back and get just the peanut butter and honey. One thing I was looking for was, people had told me that I could get pre-cooked hamburger, pre-cooked ground beef, like already crumbled, in the freezer section. And I looked, I couldn't find it. I know I can cook my own and freeze it, but I'm looking to see how much it is. Just to have it on hand. Sometimes it's just so much easier to have something, you know, already cooked, pre-cooked hamburger or something like that. If I want to throw a half a cup into a can of Hormel chili. And that's usually what I usually end up cooking a half-pound hamburger and chopping it up and throwing that in. The other night I actually used the TVP, and that was pretty tasty actually. Like I didn't notice the TVP in the chili. So of course I spiced it up a little bit and added cheese and other things, and it, you know, it's a food extender basically. So we'll see. I've got a friend who works in a restaurant supply, and she's supposed to be checking on whether or not she said she thinks they've got the pre-cooked hamburger, but it's like a 20 pound bag. It's a restaurant supply, you know. So I don't know how much am I really looking forward to, or how much do I really want this pre-cooked hamburger, or should I just go ahead and cook up 5 pounds and freeze it? Cook up 5 pounds and dehydrate it. That might be a thing. Although I've been told you have to be careful with the amount of grease. So cook it up, dehydrate it, and then freeze it. Like vacuum pack it and then freeze it. That's an idea. And things are not getting cheaper, that's for sure. If we can ride out the next year or so until this inflation bubble bursts, hopefully it does. But anyway, so some of y'all saw that flashing orb that I posted last night. It's a little short. I've mentioned this before. I watched Granddad as an old man, and he redid a solar powered wind chime with a glass orb, a white glowing orb that hangs down. And I've been focused on that orb. I don't want the chimes or anything else. So, just the orb. I think it would look cool just floating in the dark. That's what that flashing thing was supposed to go for. I can't find a steady light. I thought it's supposed to have a steady, but I can't find it. You keep pushing the buttons and you keep changing its thing around. It wasn't supposed to do the fast flash last night either, but it did. So I did find a very similar unit to the one Granddad repaired. Now, mind you, he's over in UK, over in the United Kingdom. So things are a little bit different. The one I found, the orb changes colors. That's not what I want. Although it would be cool to have a light blue orb floating in the darkness. Oh man, that's a nice old looking Celica. And over here there's a nice Harley. Can't tell if that's blue or purple. I think it's blue. Anyway. So yeah, I don't know if I want to try and go with that orb, with that wind chime, and see how I can play around with it. or what? I mean, it's $20, so that's a possibility, but not right now. Next month I have to pay. We gotta get the tags on the vehicles, so that's going to put a dent in my budget, or dent in my spending spree. Of course, the cost of gas is going to put a bigger dent in it. Oh, man. I forget what I put in here today. $37, I think. Something like that. So, I still have to fill the van up tomorrow. That's going to be another probably $40. It's on half a tank. Man. We are down here at the beach. See if I can find a parking place down here. Man, this place is crowded. Should have expected that. Nice October day. I think I'm going to just go ahead and turn here. Avoid some of that. We'll go down south a couple of blocks. And head back up and get closer to the beach and find a place to park. Maybe. The air already feels a little bit cooler, a little drier. Saltier. Ooh, place is crowded. It is jam-packed. But it's that time of the night. People should be packing up and leaving, going home. Nope, that parking lot is flat full. How about the park? Man, the park is crowded. No, that looks kind of crowded too. There's 4 cars cruising. This stinks. It's been a while since I've been down the beach. Low red. Anyway, let's see what we're doing here. Only 19 minutes, really? I thought it was longer than that. Not here. This one's got some possibilities. Think. Yeah. Right into that sun. Alrighty. here we go. I'm going to get out of here now. Thank you all for riding along and listening to me and all that good stuff. So let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. So I'll see y'all again. I hope you have a fandoculous day. Swachi, y'all.